Good morning. Today we're going to show you around the oldest continuously inhabited city in all of Europe and one of the top 10 oldest cities in the entire world, Plovdiv, Bulgaria. It's the yellow one and you gotta, yeah. There you go. Such a weird system.
We got this. We got this. How old is Plovdiv, you would ask? 8,000 years.
Okay, where next?
Each bus ticket is 1 lev, and you can easily pay with cash on the bus. Every single ticket booth that I've seen looks like this. It's like somebody went on a ticket booth smashing campaign and they were very successful. Plovdiv is named after the 7 hills upon which it is built. Funny enough though, there's only 6 hills left. In the 19th and 20th centuries, one of the hills was quarried in order to pave the streets of Plovdiv. It's like they're like, we got 7 of them, we don't need all of them.
Which brings us to our first stop of the day, Nebet Tepe, one of the 6 existing hills, the best one to get a panoramic view of the city. Never get used to this. I'm not sure this is the regular path to take up, but this is where our GPS brought us. This is so crazy.
I feel like I'm on an ancient dig or something.
You can see some of the 6 hills right across from here.
The fortress on top of this hill dates back 6,000 years. It was one of the fortifications that protected Old Town down below. This is only part of what remains of the original city wall of Plovdiv.
You can see Old Town from up here, and that's where we're heading next. That is the heart of this city. I had read that walking through this old town is like walking through a history book. You'll find buildings and traces of nearly every historical period this city's been through, and that's what makes it so unique and special.
This is one of 3 original gates to Old Town, and it's built upon an old Roman gate from the 13th century. Really good thing we don't have any money or room in our bags, because we would go home with a lot of stuff. They have the coolest antique and thrift stores anywhere.
He ain't lying. I already found a purse that I want.
And I ignored it.
Yeah, you did. You completely ignored me. Something else that makes this old town incredibly unique is that it's mostly made up of museums and historic old houses. So you have to take a day at least to go in the inside and learn the history and not just come here for the aesthetics on the outside. Now, what kind of ancient city would this be if there weren't ruins to explore? This little section is one of the only visible parts that remains of the ancient stadium of Philippopolis. Back in its day, it could seat 30,000 people.
When you come down and see it, you can see the old ancient wall that is also intertwined with the Roman stadium. Layers of history. Although the stadium is Roman, it wasn't rediscovered until 1923, so the old town had already built on top of it. It's really cool that they exposed certain sections so that you can see it and still integrated it into the city.
The stadium we just came from is right here. We are now continuing on the longest pedestrian zone in all of Europe. This is Plovdiv's main shopping street. It's 1,750 meters long. No vehicles, just shopping.
You can still see fragments of the stadium all over Old Town. One of them is in the basement of this mall, so we're gonna see if we can find it. We're in the middle of an H&M right now, and it's 5 left to go down there and walk, but you can see it from right here. Best shopping mall ever.
Well, that was interesting.
They really don't like you taking photos though unless you pay. You will get yelled at.
Yeah, I tried to get a photo on my phone and I couldn't. But literally, just the middle of an H&M. The strangest thing. You do not see that everywhere. Since we happen to be in the perfect place to do some shopping, there are two things that we really need to get today. We need an extra external hard drive because we are running out of space, and we need postcards for our patrons. So those are the two things we're on the search for right now.
The shopping street did not have what we were looking for, so instead we're gonna go to another neighborhood and get some lunch. It is the art neighborhood of Plovdiv.
Back in the day, this part of town thrived in crafts and trade. Think gold, iron, leather, and weaving. Today, it is all about the artists and the cute little cafes. We really ought to know better by now, but it's 11:30 and none of these cute restaurants or cafes are really open. Like, you can get a coffee or a drink, but you can't get food yet. So I think we're gonna head out of the Kapana district and go somewhere else to try to get something to eat for lunch.
Looking up food for Bulgaria was actually really exciting and fun because it's got the best combination of Greek, Turkish, and other Balkan food. Some of it originated here, but they all just kind of share cuisine.
Thank you very much.
We each got a chicken durum for lunch, and I got an ayran. The durums were 4 lev each. This particular fast food restaurant, you ordered at a screen, and then you give the ticket to the window, they make it and hand it to you. The screen did not have any English on it, so the guys next to us were like, what do you want? You want a durum? Okay, here you go. You want 2 small? Sure. Okay, yep, whatever. And so that's what we got.
It all happened in about 15 seconds, and I felt pressured. I was like, I don't know what I want.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So I was like, just give us a small sandwich or whatever I called it. So that's what we got.
But they did take card, which is very helpful because we don't like carrying around a lot of cash.
Speaking of which, oh, my fork just broke.
Speaking of paying with cash, this entire city is mostly cash dominant, so make sure you do have cash on you, especially when you're getting on buses or just paying for anything, really. Now that we've eaten and can think straight again, we've already seen the Philippopolis Stadium, and now we're going to see the Philippopolis Theater. The rediscovery of this theater has a really interesting story. There is an entrance fee to see the theater, but from what we've read, you can see the entire thing from above for free. So that's what we're trying to do right now.
This stadium's over 2,000 years old, and it still hosts events. I had heard for as little as €1 at nighttime, you can actually come and see like a night show of sorts. Something to keep your eye out for.
The emperor's seat in the stadium was right above the entrance. He had his own little spot. Some of the facts in history that I find most fascinating is how stadiums and entire cities are just completely lost to time, and then they're rediscovered, and all the myths come to life, basically.
At some point during the last 2,000 years, this theater actually completely disappeared. And there's no definitive answer as to how it happened. According to my research, here are the options: fire, earthquake, mudslide, or Attila the Hun. Surprisingly, Attila the Hun seems to be the most favored choice. Essentially, this theater may or may not have been destroyed via an attack from Attila the Hun back in 440 AD. This theater was only rediscovered as recently as 1972 because of a landslide. As they started clearing up the debris from the landslide, they actually started tunneling through it, and via that tunnel, that's when they discovered this amphitheater. Finding any type of concrete information on this place was really difficult, and if I am just completely wrong on any of the facts that I provided, please feel free to tell me and comment below. We would love to know the truth behind this place. I find it really interesting that you can probably pay for a slightly more expensive coffee or drink right above the stadium, yet they put a bunch of advertisements right alongside the gate or the wall, so you can't actually see down into it.
And now we have one more hill to climb, I think.
And so it begins.
I'm glad these are literally just hills and not hills that look like mountains. I am loving all of these hills. It doesn't take that much effort to get up here. And you get another viewpoint. There's tons of them. There's the hill we started at this morning. There's the theater.
The name of this hill is Sahat Tepe, which translates to the hill of the clock, which is exactly why we're up here, to see this. One of the oldest clocks in all of Europe. It was constructed by some Italian man back in about 1610. Oh, it's locked. Look how tiny this is.
I thought it was about to be open.
Are we even gonna see the clock?
I'm trying to figure out how to see the actual clock face. Right now it just looks like a lighthouse.
So this isn't even the original. I'll admit, I'm slightly disappointed.
It does still ring at noon and midnight every day. What the heck? I just shut the camera off and it just dinged one time. It's, according to my watch, 1:29. So I don't know.
This little adventure didn't turn out quite the way that we had hoped. If you don't know, this area is known for their red wine production, so that is where we're off to next.
I found a place called Wine Time and the owner immediately said, sorry, we don't have local wine. Oh, okay, well, we're going to this other place, so I'm really happy you told us that. Okay, cool.
Do you want a menu for wines?
Yeah, we'd like Bulgarian wines. This communication, we did come down to this restaurant to order some Bulgarian wine. They did say so. I think I asked for red. I also thought he was going to bring us a menu, but he brought us white.
We're too shy to correct him, so we're just gonna have to enjoy the white and maybe try red elsewhere.
It's very good. I don't know if this comes with every order of a drink, but he just brought us out some olives, some pickled peppers, I think, and some nice toasted bread. We got one more glass because we wanted red. We ordered a red. Look at these glasses. Kind of big. I like them. Interesting. I will honestly say this is a little bit different than any other red I've had.
Really?
Yeah.
Getting a hint of oak from the vineyard 100 miles west. It's a little sour, kind of like tart, not sweet, not dry like you said. I don't know my wines. It's good, it's fine.
Okay, I'm just starting to realize this is a wine and tapas bar. We were also told before we came to Bulgaria that we'll love the food, but the service might not be the greatest. We've had fantastic service the entire time we've been here. Everybody's been so nice. We were just brought some, looks like turkey almost, and pieces of bread with capers and some kind of sauce and pickled onion. And I think this red wine is officially one of my favorites.
4 glasses of wine and 2 free tapas was 25 lev.
This is one big reason why we like traveling, because we would never be able to afford to sit at a wine bar and have 2 glasses of wine each and have tapas.
I can promise you I've never done that back in the United States.
No.
Ever.
We wouldn't even go out for 2 beers. One,
No.
maybe.
1. Museums and historic old houses are not the only thing you'll find in Plovdiv. There are art galleries all over the place. So if you like art, this might be somewhere you want to come visit.
We just stumbled down the street of crafts, and it's right to the left of the old gate, one of the old gates. And this is like the narrow cobblestone streets that you would expect from an old town.
It's a little after 5 p.m. and we're gonna head to dinner, so hopefully we have enough time to hike up another hill and catch the sunset. We walked past it.
We're looking at this menu, and like I said earlier, Bulgaria has a really unique mix of Greek, Turkish, and the rest of the Balkan countries, but check out this meat menu. Pork ears, duck hearts,
Veal kebabs,
kebabs, breaded frog's legs and spicy sauce. There's some interesting stuff on this menu, and just wait.
That really does say bear, but I don't think it's actually bear.
We ordered stuffed mushrooms, stuffed grape leaves, tripe, soup, and a shopska salad. The one thing that we didn't order that I think we should, and what everybody else said we should, is moussaka, is Greek, but there's a Bulgarian version. They just don't have it here.
Wow, that was quick. Thank you.
This is Bulgarian beer. I've had it twice now. It's not terrible, but the wine was better. All of our food just came. This is our stuffed grape leaves, shopska salad, which is peppers and cucumbers and tomato with their brined white cheese. And then this is tripe soup. If you don't know, tripe is cow stomach.
Just waiting on my stuffed mushrooms. I love mushrooms and onions and garlic. Those are like my 3 favorite food groups. I'm always surprised that the meat on the inside is really pink. It doesn't bother me. I just wonder why. Why is it pink? It's pretty good. Can I just try the broth first?
Sure. It's not overly hot.
There's no flavor. That didn't taste like anything. Surprising considering it's like really orange. I think they may have heard me talking about the soup because all of a sudden she brought out some spices to spruce it up. There's like a garlic and vinegar sauce and then just hot peppers, but they do make a difference in the soup. Oh my goodness. These are gonna burn my mouth. This looks so good though. Love it.
I don't know if baked mushrooms with cheese is typically Bulgarian, but if Amber sees that on the menu, she's gonna order it, so. Well, that was cool.
Half the reason we chose that restaurant was because we'd read that the bathroom door is basically the door that leads into a bomb shelter. So unique and so cool.
It's set on the side of one of the 6 remaining hills, and yeah, there's like 3 big doors that you would have had to go to. Dinner was 34 levs.
I'm satisfied.
Very. We have, I think, 1 or 2 more things to show you, and then that's it.
We might get ice cream, but for now we're gonna go digest at a singing fountain. Alright, so they're not singing like I anticipated, but that's okay, it's beautiful. And maybe we'll just get ice cream a little sooner.
We don't have time for ice cream anymore, but we do have time to catch the sunset if we hurry, which is what we're trying to do.
My phone shows a hiking logo at like an incline. You know that can't be good. We just pulled off on the side of the road. This is a little sketchy. We're barely gonna make it. Wow, is this the right way? If there's ever a time to be murdered. Keep going. We really don't find the easiest routes up, that's for sure. I guarantee there is a perfectly paved path somewhere. Keep going.
This is what I'm gonna call a Google adventure, because we're just following Google Maps, and who knows where that's gonna take you. I can't fit under there. We're in the middle of Bulgaria. What the heck? Where is this woman taking me? Who did I marry? I don't know if I've explained this thoroughly enough, but when it comes to path directions, Amber's great. Directions, driving, she's got it. But when it comes to trails, she can't do it.
I had no problems. I'm agile. Anyways, let's go. Wait. Woo. Keep going.
At least it'll be a pretty good sunset. I got a pricker in my hand.
Look, it's beautiful. I think we're gonna make it. By the way, we are currently hiking up to the top of Youth Hill, which is the largest of the 6 hills. And in the daytime, there's a kid's little train car that you can ride and go around for like 50 cents.
Google Maps is not a good hiking partner.
We could have been on this path the entire time. The sunset's so nice, we gotta go. we don't get to do this very often because not every city offers this. This was nice. We've enjoyed Plovdiv. This is where our Plovdiv video is going to end. Coming up, we have one super fast night in Cyprus as we make our way into Armenia.
After almost a year, this is our last week in Europe and we're really excited to leave. This next month, however, is going to be very unplanned, edge of our seat, much faster than we've ever traveled before. I'm really excited to just kind of film and take you guys along for the ride instead of these very researched and planned videos. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
There's just places coming up that the information doesn't really exist, and we're really looking forward to it, but we're not sure what that's going to turn out for all of you guys when you see the video. So bear with us and we'll figure it out together.
If you want to follow us along on those journeys, please subscribe. If you like this video, give us a like. And if you want to help us out even further, check out our Patreon page, link in the description down below.
Please and thank you.